Hi guys, I just want to say a massive thank you for coming on here and being on my YouTube video. I am very, very grateful for the support. I really do appreciate the likes, the comments, the subscribers. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much for being here and let's get into it. Okay, so first thing, okay, about coming to Australia, it depends what you're looking for in coming to Australia. It depends if you want to be here for a few months and just travel and not work, or it depends if you want to try and stay here for a bit longer and work at the same time. Purely depends on what you're looking for. So if you're looking to just come here for a little bit, have a road trip, get a car, not really work that much, I would recommend doing a visitor visa. So I think it's maybe around the same as a working holiday, but potentially a bit less. Don't quote me on it though, I think it is a bit less. And then if you're wanting to do something that's more working and traveling at the same time, or working and being here at the same time, I would suggest a working holiday visa, which is what I went on. So the first time I came to Australia, which was a few years ago now, I did a working holiday. So I did the first working holiday, I applied for it and then got it pretty much within like a couple of minutes. Obviously everyone's is different, but mine went through really quick. I paid, I think, $450 for it. And it's just asking you like general questions about yourself, you know, your passport, have you got any history of like criminal history, you know, anything about you really that they need to know. But there's nothing like big or major that you need to sort of worry about, I don't think. It's just, yeah, it takes around half an hour to an hour. So I would sort of create time for it where you just like solely focused on it. And then when I got my second and my third visa, I was doing farm work. So I did 3 months of farm work for my second year and 6 months for my third year. Now, it depends on whether you want to stay here for that long. It depends whether you want to be here forever, or if you just want to like, 1 year, bish bash bosh, I'm done. Most of the time it isn't like that, because every person I've spoke to like loves it here. So yeah, you need to work out what's best for you. And I'm not 100% sure on whether they are scrapping the farm work or not. There was this like talk about it that they were gonna stop it and just like get rid of it completely, but we've not had anything back from that since really. So I'd say go in with in mind that you might have to do farm work. I've heard some people say it's gonna be stopped, but until the actual government comes out and says it, you know, just do what you know, I think is best. So with farm work, I found it, so I actually met someone called Emily who's still friends with me to this day, and she's lovely. She suggested to go to a place called Gatton, which is sort of just outside Brisbane, and you know, I did that through word of mouth. So she told me like where she went and I was like, oh, might as well give that a go. So normally people that you meet do have suggestions on where to do farm work, where to get work, etc. It is a very lovely community of backpackers over here, and it's so nice to have that, you know, support, because you're not on your own. Like people think, oh, when I come to Australia it's just going to be daunting and I'm not going to know anyone, and yeah, it can be daunting 100%, but we have each other's backs, which is the beautiful thing, and you never know who you're going to meet here. It is incredible. If you don't know anyone though and you wanted to get straight into farm work, or you're thinking of doing it, I'd suggest joining like a few Facebook groups. So you can join like Farm Work Gatton, Farm Work Bundaberg, Farm Work Cairns, Farm Work Perth, and it will come up with like what people are doing, how much they're getting paid, etc. So yeah, Facebook group is a massive thing. I would literally just join Backpackers Australia too for 2023, and it is so helpful. Like there's so many people in the same boat who are doing similar things, and people are being like, oh, I'm going to Cairns, does anyone want to come with me? And it's like, yes. You know, you never know who you're gonna meet, so always keep your mind open. Right, in terms of like other jobs, so it pretty much works the same as whatever country you're in. You go on like Indeed or whatever job site they have available, and I would suggest dropping off your CV. So get loads of CVs printed out that you have, resumes, however you want to call them, and drop them off in like a few areas that you're sort of close to or can get to, because you never know if someone's going to be like, actually we do need someone but we haven't been advertising for it yet, or you know what I mean, like you never know what opportunities are going to be around. Also, as soon as you get to Australia or wherever you're traveling to really, wherever you want to be, I would recommend having a bank account. So apply for a bank account. Me and Joe, my boyfriend, are both with Westpac, so it's the red card. And there's a good bank called Commonwealth too, which are also good for, you know, overseas travelers. I've never had any issues with my bank and it's always been good service, so I recommend them. So you will be needing your bank account for example, I think you need it for your tax file number, pretty sure. Tax file number is like the bracket you get put into for what tax you're paying, you know, how much of that is gonna be from your pay and how much you're gonna get deducted, blah 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 blah. I can't talk right now. Yes, so I would say to apply for a tax file number pretty soon as well. So get your bank account set up, get your tax file number, and also your Medicare. So Medicare is a sort of like health facility over here. I think it's for most countries. I don't think it's all countries. They do it for England, but I'm not 100% sure who else they do it for. But it's like a health company, health facilitator, where, for example, you will get money off like a service, or you'll get it money off altogether. So for example, I had surgery a few years ago when I was in Australia too, and I didn't have to pay for it, and I had to give my Medicare number. So I think it gets lodged in with that, and they sort of keep track of, like, you know, what you've had to do and stuff for your health. And also, if you can look up bulk billed, so bulk bill doctors, they normally have like either free services where you can see a doctor, or it'll be like smaller than the amount that you normally pay without Medicare. But I would definitely recommend to get Medicare, or see what sort of health service your country like suggests to do or has with Australia, because it will save you money. This is my Medicare card. I'm not going to show you obviously the numbers and stuff on it because I like my privacy. But yeah, so it says reciprocal healthcare, and then it's got Medicare and the date that it's valid till. So mine actually expired last year, but I am now on a student visa, so I've got student health insurance, and I didn't feel the need to get Medicare, which is everyone's choice. Like, they all have their own choice on what they want to do. I just didn't feel the need to, because it does cover what I really needed it to. So, and when you first get to Australia, if you're not really too sure where you want to stay or where you want to be, it's always good to do a bit of research just to see, you know, where the jobs are, where the people are. Maybe even message some people before you come to Australia. That's always helpful. So if you join like the groups I said to join, you know, backpackers wherever, or you could just do like there's a group actually called Irish Around Sydney that is good with information too. There's loads of Facebook groups for everything, and it's incredible. And especially if you wanted to get a car too, you can look on Facebook Marketplace. That is really, really amazing for buying and selling a car, because when I've sold my car in the past, I've used Facebook Marketplace, and then also when I've bought a car, me and Joe have used Facebook Marketplace. So 100% recommend it. Obviously you can still look at the sort of retail places, but they do tend to be a bit more expensive. It depends on your budget, what you're looking for in a car. If you want it to be an off-road car, if you want it to be a bigger car, or if you want it to just be like a simple hatchback or a sedan, yeah, I'd say definitely have a think about what you want to do first before you actually buy a car, for sure. So just to explain my visa history, so I did three working holiday visas, and then I also did like a nil vac, which means that they gave a sort of working holiday visa for free to people that had been here through COVID and been affected through COVID. So that's what I did, and then I had it till when I came back again to Australia, and now I'm on a student visa and I'm studying social media marketing, which I'm very excited to do. It starts in a few weeks, and yeah, very excited. So I wanted to keep this video quite concise and sort of to the point for people that are just wanting like a quick tips video. If you do have any questions though, like more questions about what I've explained, give me a message on Instagram. It's Paige Rob, so PAIGEYROB. I'll obviously put it down below too in the description box. I'll put links down below as well. You know, if you have any other questions, you can send me a message. It's all good. Have a comment, have a chat. I'm always open to it, and I will be probably doing I will do another video like this in the future, and maybe explain a bit more about certain things that I've talked about. If you would like to see that, let me know. But I just want to say a huge thank you for supporting me and giving this a watch, and yeah, and for being here. I really, yeah, it's awesome. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.